Yes. Welcome, YouTube family. Welcome, my subscribers, and welcome all my viewers to this YouTube channel. I truly appreciate all those who've decided to subscribe or welcome. I truly love you all. And even the viewers, please, those who view my channel, kindly please hit the subscribe button so that I can reach my minimum requirement of 1,000 subscribers. Currently, I'm at 42, so please hit the subscribe button and welcome and give me some love. So today's video, I've decided to do it the high school or the college way because I'm tired and yeah, I've decided to sit on the bed just the way I used to sit when I was studying in college. And people are wondering what is up for now. Well, I want to discuss with you, or I want to walk you through the simple steps on how you can grow grapefruits on your backyard, or if you have a small backyard, or if you have a small piece of land, you can grow your own grapefruits to make your wine. You don't have to be buying wine every time. You can make your own. And yeah, hence the, I don't know whether I can, I don't know. Yeah, probably it reads opposite, but I don't know how to put it. But it simply says simple steps to grow grapefruits on your backyard. And this video is a two-part video. There's a part that I'm talking to you theoretically like this, and then later in the video you'll see the actual grapefruits, especially uh, the ones that are in the farm, because I had to went to the farm for you, and you'll see grapefruits or grape trees that are already pruned, and we'll walk through that, and then you'll see the barrels and what you need to make your wine from grapefruits. So let's start. Most people like wine because wine has great human value. But does it mean that grapefruits are the only fruits that make wine? No. You can make wine from anything. You can make wine from most fruits, from sugarcane, from plum, from most of the fruits. But the most common one is wine from grapefruit and wine from sugarcane. Those are the two most important plants that are used for making wine, because you find that some of them have more benefits than the other. What happens when you want to, what do you do to grow grapefruit? So number one thing, if you want to plant grapefruit, then obtain the cuttings from the existing plant and then put them in the soil for in the soil so that they can develop shoots and roots. And then as soon as they have developed their own roots and they've started producing their own leaves, then you can transplant them into the field. So just know that most of the grapefruits that we get, they are from cuttings, from the stem cuttings. So you get the stems and cut them at the right sizes and put them in a bucket with soil or something, and make sure you water it until those stems start producing roots and some shoots. So as soon as they start producing some roots and shoots and they are steady, they are weather resistant, then you can transplant them to the farm, or rather if you have a nursery, you can take them from your nursery to your farm. And what is the correct spacing? When you are taking your plants from the nursery to the field, the correct spacing or the recommended spacing in the field is usually 8 feet apart, 8 feet between columns and 8 feet between rows. And you'll see this in the video. And the reason why it's 8 by 8 is because it leaves enough spacing in between your trees so that you can easily weed, so that you can easily manage your crop for that matter. So that's why you leave that space of 8 by 8 feet apart for the seedlings or for the plants to grow. Now, the best time to transplant your grapefruits, if you are, say, in a cold country like the United States or Canada or wherever, it's usually recommended to do it during the colder season so that plants can adapt to the environment, and then when the spring season comes, the temperatures, the conditions become favorable, and then they start growing. So spring or late winter is usually the best time to transplant your grapefruits into the field. And then, is there a particular way of growing grapefruits, or you just grow them like that? So scientifically, it's recommended that the rows of the grapefruits in your farm go along north-south direction, and this is because you want the leaves of your grapefruit leaves to get maximum sunlight as much as possible. So just remember, plant the crop on the north-south direction along the rows, and that will enable them get maximum sunlight. And then the other question is, how long does it take before you start harvesting? Usually people see the first harvest in 3 years. That's when you start seeing your grapefruits coming, if they're well managed. And after that, every year, the same time, you will be able to get your harvest. So just know that it will take you 3 years. And this is something, even if you don't have, as I said, if you don't have a big piece of land, you can plant a few crops, a few trees on your backyard just for household consumption, if you like making wine or if you're a wine drinker. And some people might ask, what is the quantity of the harvest? Generally, in a well-managed farm or average managed farm, the production per acre of land is 4 tons of grapefruits per acre. That's a lot, but generally, ideally, it ranges from 4 tons to 12 tons per acre, depending on the management of your crop, of your farm. And yes, now I'll walk you through. You'll see this the video, or I'll show you the exactly what I was talking about. And just make sure that after that, when the crop has started producing, they are pruned every year, and then so that they can, when the conditions become favorable, they produce more shoots. You don't want your grapefruits going up, but you want them to grow horizontally, and that's why pruning is done. So in the video that I'm going to show you, you'll see a lot of grapefruits that have been pruned. And because we are just finishing the winter season now, most of them have started blooming in preparation for harvesting in the coming months. So just subscribe, continue watching the second part of this video, give me some comments, give me some likes, give me some love, and subscribe. Thank you so much, and I know the second part of the video is coming. Thank you. Well, YouTube family, thank you so much again. It's another good day. It's a Thursday, great Thursday afternoon. It's sunny, it's bright, and we can really enjoy the weather. So today I've decided to get you, or to bring you to the vineyard here in Suisun, California. And the reason why I have brought you here is that I wanted to share with you some information about the vineyards, about vines and making wine and all that process is because we know that there are some great values, or there are some great health benefits of taking wine, at least a glass or two a day. And two, the majority of the people out there around the world, whether it's in America or Africa, Asia, Australia, wherever you are, they have like medium pieces of land that they can devote to wine, making wine, or putting up vineyards. And that's why I've come here to just walk you, take a walk with you in this farm, and you know, get to you some content that can encourage some viewers who have access to maybe pieces of land and are interested in making wine or planting vine trees so that they can get some wine. Well, here you are welcome, you are welcome. Well, again, my name is Miau, M-I-A-U. Kindly please go to my channel, Miau, M-I-A-U 2024-3, sorry, M-I-A-U dash 2024-3, and subscribe. Kindly please subscribe and like the channel. And I want to give a shout out to my 42 subscribers and about 10,000 views that the channel has gotten in a very, very short time. Please, again, thank you so much. And I believe very soon I want to have a live chat with you guys, with some of my subscribers. So do not let me hide, do not lag behind. If you know you've been watching some of my videos and you want to share some things with me live, kindly please hit the subscribe button so that you become part of the family. You become part of the Miau family, gentlemen. I know it's gonna be great, ladies and gentlemen, and we will have fun. Well, as you can see the neighborhood here, it's such a beautiful environment. You can see the landscape is quite pretty, it's sunny, and all you can hear are the birds, the sound of the birds. Sassoon, California. Well, just before me here or in front of me are the vine trees. I think it's more of the off-season kind of, and that's why we are not seeing any growth of the trees. But I know in the next, if you look ahead, some of them have started producing leaves. And usually from my studies or from my work, I found out that if you have an acre of land, then you can have enough harvest to enable you have a small winery. If you have an acre of land in a place with a good climate, usually not very high altitude but medium range, not very hot, not very cold, but medium range areas, you can plant enough plants for you to harvest a sizable quantity of the fruit, which will enable you make wine, not for household consumption, but also for semi large scale plantation. So do not waste that farm. And you can see the way the plants are arranged. If you can see the pattern, I believe these have been grown here for years, and you can see the arrangement of the plants under stock. And by the time they are harvested, it's an entire process for you, from harvesting the seeds or the fruit to fermentation to making your wine. So again, Sassoon, California, in the vineyards, a very pretty place. And this one thing that this is like a high value crop. By high value crop, I mean these are the crops. This is a crop in which if you invest, then you will get a good value for your money in terms of because wine is costly, so you are likely to get some return on your investment. Again, welcome to Sassoon Farm. This is just one of the areas I believe it's not the time yet to harvest or to grow rather, but because you know it's just the spring now, and soon we'll be getting into the summer. So when the summer comes, the fruit will start producing the leaves, and that's when we'll be seeing now the main value. So this particular facility, in addition to just having the farm, they have their own vineyards, and they also have wine tasting sessions. So I want to take you also maybe towards the end to the wine tasting place and see how it tastes and how everything works. Well, you can see some of these are some of the drums that are used for harvesting wine, that are used for processing wine. You can see. You can see this is a cooler, and depending on the size of your production, some of these drums could be bigger and some of them could be smaller in size. So it just depends on your idea on what you want to have. If you want to have a smaller farm, you'll get a smaller one. If you want to have a bigger farm, you'll also get the ones that are not very big. So here you are. These are the drums. You can see. Yeah, and I'll take you out there and just taste some wine and have a talk. I want to see what they have and how sweet it is. Here you are. So this area, the Napa Valley, is all made up of, it's like a vine area. That's where what they specialize in, just into wine production, and people are having a businesses just on wine production, wine tasting, wine growing. So please, if you are interested in the vineyard planting and agriculture, kindly hit me up on my YouTube channel and ask as many questions as you have. So thank you, and again, do not forget to subscribe to my channel, Meow 2024-3. Thank you. These are some of the plants in another area. You find that you can see that they are sprouting. The vines are sprouting now. And again, as you can see, the distance from one plant to another is almost 2 meters. And the distance between one plant to another is almost 2 to 2.5 meters. So it just depends on the size of your plot or the size of your farm. That really determines the spacing. So if you want to have, you can do the maths from what the numbers that I've given you. If you have an acre of land, you know how many trees you can plant. You can do the calculation, but I think it's economically viable. And you can see these are very, very healthy plants, and you can see the leaves, the way they are coming up. You can see. Let me give you a close-up, and there it is. There it is. And this is a very, very big farm for commercial purposes. And I know that if you don't have a big farm, you can still scale your project down. And you see, this is the irrigation lines, and they use what is known as drip irrigation, where the water just trickles at the foot of the plant. So In that way, there is no wastage of the water. Thank you.